Welcome back to Sanctuary with Alice, where I share yoga, meditations, and affirmations to bring more wellness into your daily life. Today we'll cover yoga workouts for the hips, a 10-minute all levels practice. So let's begin in seated pose for twists or seated twists. First, twisting to the right. And then we're going to twist to the left. Continue to breathe here, inhaling and exhaling, twisting deeper. Come to center. Let's round our back, arch our back real quick. Round our back, exhale, arch our back, inhale for a quick lubrication in the spine, some nice stretching. You'll probably hear your back crack, your neck crack, and that's all right. Let's get into child's pose variations. Even if our classes are short, we always want to stretch. Stretching doesn't have to be a long time, it's just for a couple of minutes. So make sure your knees are wide, your arms are directly in front of you and straight, palms are on the mat. You can also place your arms alongside of you. Make sure your forehead is on the mat and breathe. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Set your intention for today. You are wonderful. Again, you can place those arms alongside of you. You can even come into reverse prayer and place your arms behind your back in prayer pose. And now we're going to do a couple of hip rotations. So this is a tabletop setup. We're going to raise our left leg, keeping the knee bent and rotating the hip. So clockwise before we go into counterclockwise. Keep the hips squared. Make sure the shoulders are above your wrists. Ideally, your arms are straight. Mine are a little bit bent because I have an injury in my left wrist. Ideally, you want to keep your arms straight. We're rotating the leg counterclockwise. Engaging the core, this is how we square the hips. Same thing on the right side. Smile. Clockwise rotations and counterclockwise. Okay, maintain a strong core here. Nothing should be moving except your leg. Great. Continue to breathe here. And we're going to come into pigeon pose. So from plank, we'll go into pigeon pose. We're bringing the left leg in front of us. The knee is bent. The foot is flexed. Remember, in this pose, our hips are squared. If this is too much, you don't have to go all the way to the mat. You can just stay propped up on your arms, a 90-degree angle. Or you can just lie down on your forearms or even stretch your arms directly in front of you. Your right leg is directly behind you and straight. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Come up. Let's switch sides. Back to plank, and we'll now bend the right leg. Okay? Make sure that foot is flexed. That left leg is directly behind you. You're propped up on your arms so you can bring your chest flat to the mat. Smile. Amazing. Keep breathing here. Squared hips. Excellent. Come flat to the mat. Breathe. I told you last week I explained what I'm wearing on my arm, my newest experiment. It's changing people's lives literally, and I had to try these patches out. For me, wellness is about innovation and healing from inside out. All right, continue to breathe here. Okay, come back up, bring the leg back. Plank, keep strong, modified plank. You can bring the knees down or just come all the way down. And we're going to be using the roller now, okay? This is a foam rolling exercise for the outer thigh, the IT band. What this does, it relieves tightness and soreness in the outer hip, improves mobility and flexibility in the hips and knees. That's what we don't realize. Just because we're targeting the hips doesn't mean that we're doing wonders for our knees and our ankles. And it supports recovery, especially if you're running and cycling and doing intense leg workout. So I encourage you to always have this in your office, your bedroom, and your yoga studio. And I encourage you to try the ones with the ridges because it really gets into those deep tissues and muscles. So what we do here is we want to bring the roller to the hip bone and to the glute area. Okay, which is why we have our chest open and ideally facing a little bit to the sky so we can get right into the glutes. Doesn't matter which leg you bend and which one you have extended. Whatever's comfortable for you. We don't want to have too much tension, just relaxing as we're rolling back and forth, okay? And go slow too because it really gets into those muscles. And you could just roll off the roller. Excellent. We're going to come into fire log. So we're stacking one leg above the other. Ideally, the shins are aligned. Feet are flexed. Okay? And we're leaning forward. Flat back. You can also fold forward. You could stack one arm above the other or have your hands in prayer. There's a lot of modifications here in this pose. You will feel it in the hips, but that's why we use the foam roller first before getting into these intense hip opening poses. Let's switch sides. Same thing, stack one leg above the other, hands in prayer. And as you lean forward, you're going to really feel a lot of tension release in your hip bones. And of course, it's really cool to use the roller before doing these poses because it definitely can be tight there. Amazing. Just relax. You can drop your head and smile. I find it that these poses are much easier when we smile. Make sure to flex those feet, okay? And now, one of my other favorite intense poses, frog. Okay, frog pose gets into the inner thigh, and how you protect your knees here is by flexing those feet and go as wide as possible with your legs. Spread apart those legs, and then when you're adjusted and aligned, lean back. The benefits are amazing, which is why I advocate for this pose. I also have a playlist on individual poses, so I'll pop up the link here and you can check out how I do this pose step by step. Awesome. All right, let's get out of this pose. There's no fancy way to get out of it. Okay, just move around your hips a little bit. Bringing your legs side to side, cross your legs, come into seated pose for prayer or seated prayer. Okay, let's sit here. Do a couple of last minute stretches, arching your back, rounding your back. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you on Tuesday. Thanks for subscribing, and as always, come back to Sanctuary.